Hi everyone, I am Resha Simeen, first UG Psychology student of St. Mary's College, Thuthukudi. Before beginning today's topic, I would like to begin with a small quote. A clear vision backed by definite plans gives a tremendous feeling of confidence and personal power. Brian Tracy. The psychology of perception takes place behind the scene of the eye that can see beyond the natural mind of thought. Joseph Mercado. Let us begin our today's topic. Our today's topic is vision. Eye is the major sensory organ involved in vision. Now take a closer look at the image given here. If we notice, the eyeball are in a circular shape. This is the structure of our eye. Let's read out each parts. Iris, lens, retina, optic nerve, ciliary muscle, cornea, pupil, aqueous humor, vitreous humor. Iris, the colored part of the eye which helps to regulate the amount of light entering the eye. Now when we take a look at the picture given here, we can see that it is green in color. So we say that the iris is green in color. So we say that our eye is green eye. In my case, I have a brown iris. So my eyes are brown. When there is bright light, the iris closes the pupil to let in less light. And when there is low light, the iris opens up the pupil to let in more light. Pupil. The opening within the iris through which the light passes before reaching the lens and being focused onto the retina. The size of opening is governed by the muscles of iris, which rapidly constrict the pupil when exposed to bright light and expand in dim light. Now let's watch an animation for this constriction and expand. Now we can see that when there is more light entering, it shrinks. And when there is less light entering, it broadens, it expands.
Okay.
The next part is cornea. The cornea is the transparent part of the eye that covers the front portion of the eye. It covers the pupil, iris, and anterior chamber. The cornea's main function is to refract or bend light. Cornea is responsible for focusing most of the light that enters the eye. Look at the picture. This is the lens present in our eye. The biconvex structure suspended behind the iris of the eye, the sole function of which is to focus light rays onto retina. Retina. The retina is a thin layer of tissue that lines the back of the eye on the inside. Located near the optic nerve, purpose of retina is to receive the light that the lens has focused, convert the light into neural signal, and send those signals onto the brain for a visual recognition. Aqueous and vitreous humor. The space between cornea and lens is filled with a transparent water-like fluid called aqueous humor. It fills both anterior and posterior chambers of eye. The vitreous humor is a clear, colorless, transparent, jelly-like fluid that fills the space between the lens and retina of our eye. Vitreous means look like glass. Its job is to maintain the shape of our eye. Optic nerve. The optic nerve is located in the back of the eye. It is also called the second cranial nerve or the cranial nerve 2. The job of the optic nerve is to transfer the visual information from retina to vision center of the brain via electrical impulse. Ciliary muscle. The ciliary muscle is a ring of smooth muscle in the eye's middle layer. Controls the accommodation for viewing object at varying distance. Regulate the flow of aqueous humor into the Schlemm's canal. Keep our lens in place. Schlemm's canal. It is a circular, lymphatic-like vessel in the eye that collects the aqueous humor from anterior chamber and delivers it into the epiciliary blood vessel via aqueous veins. It is named after the Fritz Schlem. Fovea and blind spot. The fovea is a small depression in the retina located in the center of the macula. The small section makes up to less than 1% of the retinal size but comprises over 50% of the visual cortex in the brain. Blind spot. Small portion of the visual field of each eye that corresponds to the position of the optic disc within the retina. There are no photoreceptors, rods, cones in the optic disc, and therefore there is no image detection in this area. Let's watch a small video about this.
Light rays enter the eye through the clear cornea, pupil, and lens. These light rays are focused directly onto the retina, the light-sensitive tissue lining the back of the eye. The retina converts light rays into impulses sent through the optic nerve to the brain, where they are recognized as images. 70% of the eye's focusing power comes from the cornea and 30% from the lens.